and gentlemen, hello and welcome back again. We're here for the Dota Summit 8 CIS Qualifiers Grand Finals. It's happening live. It's happening now. Dota 2, everybody. It's a joyous thing. Steven, how you doing, my man?
I'm still excited to see this Grand Finals. I'm really surprised that Virtus.pro lost the first game the way they did. I think a lot of things changed when NaVi were able to take that Roshan. They understood very clearly that if they were able to get away with that Roshan kill and pick up an Aegis for Dendi, they were on a good track to winning the game.
Yeah, and it felt like that big fight by the Ancient stack as well was another one of those definitive turning moments. You know, all of these things kind of worked in concert together where they're able to do it. And maybe we've discussed this before. Virtus.pro sometimes run into issues with getting a little bit too clever, getting a little bit too crazy. AM in the mid lane, you know, these things that in theory sound good. If you just play like a more standard game, they're so freaking strong.
Well, it's always hard to say. They might have had other things in mind. Unfortunately, it didn't go well for them. So they're going to be making some adjustments. I mean, NaVi, they opened up with the exact same opening. Extremely flexible, right? We saw it being played as support and offlane last game, but you know, this game, it could be a one position as well as a roaming Enchantress, for example. And this time around, Virtus.pro, they're going to give Lil that Earth Spirit.
Wow. And then immediately into a Queen of Pain. NaVi not afraid at all. Man, I gotta say again, I like this draft from NaVi. It's a little bit different in that, like, you know, you've got the Queen of Pain mid, not necessarily the same type of hero that can take over a game as the Storm Spirit and scale into the super late stage, I guess. It's sort of similar. I don't know. What would you say is the difference between those two heroes? Does it matter?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think Storm scales a lot better than Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain, she's all right, but not exactly the same level of carry as a Storm can be.
Yeah. I guess the other thing too to keep in mind is they can roam in their mid. It's probably going to be a general playing the Enchantress, and this is what we've seen before out of Virtus.pro. I guess that is the one other thing that I would say about them is they tend to go with, like, you know, I remember there's one instance very clearly where, like, at the Summit, the one that they won, which one was it? Like the Summit 6 or Summit 5 or something? The one they won before the 7. They, like, went with one draft, they lost a game, and then they immediately went back to a second draft, which was like a Bloodseeker Chen combo. And then a couple months later, they did the exact same thing where, like, they lost a game with this one particular draft, and then they ran the same Bloodseeker Chen combo, but then I'm divulging. Anyways, the point is that they have combos that they like, and this is one of them. Shadow Demon, Luna, they run it with a Mirana or a Spirit. It's a lot of team fight and a lot of push if they can win the team fight afterwards.
Yeah, I think the thing about Virtus.pro is that they like their lanes to be really strong as well, and this is kind of where they're steering towards right now. Shadow Demon setting up for the Mirana, which I assume is going to be played by no one. It's going to be very problematic for the Queen of Pain if they aren't able to protect her. So I think she'll probably have, like, a bodyguard at all times. Simply because if you get caught out, you can block an arrow for her. Right. Yeah, that's probably. I mean, would that be the Night Stalker for you as the go-to hero? Probably. I think it's going to be a combination of the Night Stalker as well as the Enchantress. I think this is most likely going to be a support Enchantress and a support Night Stalker, perhaps. Okay. But we'll see. Like you said, it can still be a general Enchantress. I can dig it.
5 seconds remaining.
Well, last pick now for Virtus.pro. They need something to pull it all together. Probably a Pasha hero. Tiny's already been banned out, so we're not going to be seeing him again. Maybe, I don't know. A lot of the good ones are already taken away.
I think I would like some more CC.
Darkseer?
Either that or a big team fight. Darkseer works out decently, but I think if they go Darkseer, then Venge will be a carry, and then it's going to be really hard for him to get much in lane anyways. So maybe Tidehunter. I think Tidehunter's all right.
Oh God, Tidehunter! I love that guy. I've seen a bunch of 5th pick Tidehunters recently.
They're really thinking about it right now.
Yeah, they are. Jesus.
And I don't think Brood is a thing here. Oh, they're gonna go with Puck. Okay.
So plus sides of Puck. Give it to me.
It's going to help catch out Queen of Pain. Gives you that extra magic burst for dealing with Enchantress, because Enchantress is not exactly the easiest to take down with just right clicks. And then you know, if you get off to a good start, you know, you can buy items that help you burst down the, well, pretty much anyone on that side, actually. If you get off to a good start. There's actually quite a bit of magic damage coming out of Virtus.pro, right? You have the Beam, the Rock, a Purge, Starfall. I mean, everyone has a bit of magic damage, or a decent amount, so.
All right. I can dig it. It also could end up being a Pasha Marana, depending upon the laning. I guess that they could look at that as well. Yeah,
I agree. They can definitely switch that up.
It might even be better.
The Puck matchup is really good.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be a last pick Drow Ranger for NaVi. Wow, okay. So Crystallize is going to do it. They are going to stick General on the Enchantress. This is the Drow strat. How strong is it in this particular game?
I was actually thinking about the Drow, but I was kind of worried about the pick simply because of how Virtus.pro play. It's like when you play a Drow game, you have to be really careful with how you take these engagements, and Virtus.pro usually do a really good job in kind of finding the right positions to take the fights in, and then they just run over the Drow, and then you can't really do much to protect her. They do have Avenge, but apart from that, you know, not much else.
Okay. Well, I like it. I guess the other thing that you could talk about is Virtus.pro have really good wave clear for the Drow strats. So they can probably keep the side lanes pretty well pushed out. Does Drow strats nowadays still just have to be push oriented, or is there something to be said for like taking it later stages? And what do you feel like is the goal of this game for NaVi? When do they want to end it?
I feel like it's kind of a balance thing. You're not exactly in a rush to take objectives. It's just that because you do have the Drow, you can very quickly just take the objectives anyways if they're going well for you. And then you just kind of maintain that momentum, and as long as you don't fall behind in farm, you can definitely take it late. But it has to be like very balanced, right? It can't be one way or the other. Like you either steamroll them, which at that point doesn't matter if you have a Drow, really. As long as you have someone who can kind of hit buildings, you're gonna take everything. And then if you fall behind, then you just lose everything. You can't really defend. So.
Also, the talents change that we've gotten for the Drow Ranger are kind of interesting. So, movement speed stats, nothing big. The Gust knockback distance is kind of nifty. And then you can have extra duration or the marksmanship agility if you want. And then, of course, the big one is a 50% cooldown reduction at level 25. Which, it's not inconceivable that we could get to that point. What do you think about these talents? Is there anything that sticks out to you as really cool?
The talents are interesting, but I find it hard to believe. Oh, is he going to be able to catch it? He does catch it.
Oh, that's the first blood. Nicely done. Arrow connects, and poor Night Stalker gonna die. They give the kill over to no one.
First blood. It was ours all along.
But yeah, as far as Drow's talents go, it's like the right side, or not the right side, but you take 5 stats and then everything on the right side. That's how I would imagine it's this game going.
You don't like the cooldown reduction? Oh my god, is he dead again?
No,
trying to go for the wraparound. General is fully stuck. He's blocked in there. The arrow connects solo. What a guy! And now, are they going to be able to find even more? They have another disruption in 13, so it's probably too far, but still a lot of damage on the Snako, and no, they aren't going to be able to make it happen. Instead, though, Earth Spirit might be the one that goes down. The battle that continues forever. Lil going to have to give up his life for the cause, and, well, he uses a Fairy Fire. So, 2-1. Okay.
Imagine if he lived.
Is Crystallized dead? Nah, Pasha can't get him, but he's brought down very low. Well, that was a flurry of activity. But you were talking about the talents and the cooldown reduction. Or I was.
The cooldown reduction, honestly, like a Drow Ranger usually just has so many activated items, right? It's mostly going to be for the Gust and for the aura, the precision aura. Other than that, I don't really see much else use on it. So unless someone finds out like a new build where you can make use of a bunch of items, I don't really see it being too useful. Like 20% precision aura is like a little bit ridiculous.
Okay, that's fair enough. It is a lot of damage. Turn everybody into a core. By the way, up here in the top lane, General got zoned out pretty heavily and had to use one of his heals. Probably needs to wait until it's back up again before he ventures up here. And, well, with it off cooldown again, he's going to be able to get a little bit of experience. They're going to go out for another wraparound, but Roger there to separate it all. And, well, the turn, the heal, it's coming through. General falls. Thought he was going to be able to live with that heal, but not the case.
Yeah, the burst damage is just kind of ridiculous from VP's side. They got the Luna Aura, and then now, especially since Shadow Demon's level 2, you have a Soul Catcher to go with it. So anyone who gets caught by this disruption is most likely going to die, I want to say. It's a very threatening combo.
Pasha just like outplaying the Drow a little bit down here bottom. Tried to go for the Gust while the orb was in the air, and he was just able to phase shift away from it and jaunt away. So Pasha getting a lot out of the off lane.
Thought Lil was going to run straight for the courier. He's still running for the courier. Let's see if he can find it.
Run away, little courier. All right. How's the vac skills going? It's hiding. He's still got the haste.
Oh, did he catch a glimpse of it? I think he caught a glimpse of it.
Is he really going for this? Lil, what are you doing? You're crazy.
It ran out.
Drop your branch and heal up. Get out of here, buddy. All right, he's going to roll forward onto Dendi. Doesn't drop the secondary stone. Just giving a little bit of a, hey, how you doing? All right, well, early stages. Level 3 on Pasha in comparison to the level 2 of General, but that's also because Roger's been up here soaking some experience.
Yeah, he has to protect General. Otherwise, General just doesn't really have a way to get anything. If he gets disrupted, this is game over for him, so... Oh, they're going to disrupt Roger instead.
Trying to go on him. This guy is big and tanky to stomp while they were rolling through. Good play right there by General. And trying to heal up Roger. The heal doesn't come out. Instead, it was an enchant onto the Lil Earth Spirit, but they couldn't find it. And Rams is even getting CS on the camps that were taken over. So really frustrating start, I'm sure, for NaVi.
Yeah, the scary thing was that damage was enough to kill Roger, even though Roger has 6 armor and they missed the Soul Catcher.
No one? Does he just solo Dendi? Oh my god! This is a Mirana against a Queen of Pain. Bad matchup to begin with the Queen of Pain having Drower, and he just hit a blind arrow. Alright, General's gonna end up going down. Excuse me, Lil is gonna end up going down. I think General lives.
Yeah, they don't have enough mana. Solo.
He's manning up. Come fight me. Come fight me. Is he gonna go down? They find the kill almost. No, he breaks the salve.
I immediately regret my decision.
Is Lil gonna find the kill instead? Oh my god, no, General! Oh god.
What a series of unfortunate events. And he's trying to change Solo too, but Solo not gonna be caught out.
I can't believe that just happened.
Just a lot of wasted movement here now. Roger is basically making a trip to the enemy jungle for very little. Maybe he'll try to get something done in the mid lane, but I don't know if there's much he can do here. Mirana holding on to 3 leaps still.
They do have... they don't have a silence even. Man. Well, I gotta say, the highlight for me right there was no one just blind arrowing Dendi, predicting his movements, and then afterwards able to find the finish.
Lil's come to the bottom lane since Pasha is doing really well right now, so there's a lot of kill potential down here as well, but he is missing a bit of mana, so this is not exactly the easiest. Oh, so
mid lane, another arrow. They got him. Solo had the disruption, and well, Dendi is hurting. You said that they needed to have somebody here in the mid lane to tank the arrow for him, and meanwhile bottom lane the Drow Ranger goes down too by Pasha. It's all falling apart NaVi are starting to get ran at, and I think Virtus.pro upset about that last game.
This is just some great lane or great map awareness from VP as well. They clearly, you can see, you know, it's a Venge and a Drow down here, and the moment they see him go to the mid lane because of the dive they went on when they went on Dendi, they immediately go on Crystallize as well, just securing 2 kills in 2 lanes. This is just extremely dominant laning phase for them so far.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. Okay, well, 6 minutes in, it's 2-9, a 3,000 net worth lead, gaining about 500 gold per minute over their opponents, and not really feeling like it's going to slow down any time. And this is a Drow Ranger draft. Like, you know, they should be able to get out of the laning stage a little bit better than this, right? Or am I wrong in that?
It's hard to say. I feel like the draft is a little greedy. Oh, bottom lane. Going on Pasha. Do they have silence? They do have a follow-up silence.
Oh, he's in trouble, but is he going to live? He still has wand charges. Lives through it. Gets the phase shift away. And Void needs to get out of there, but not going to happen. Roger being blocked in by the creeps. Is he going to die in this tower? No, Roger. Oh, well, it's still worth it. You get that kill onto Pasha.
Yeah. Luckily for Solo, he was in the area to get the EXP, so it wasn't a complete waste.
Yeah.
And no one gonna hand over his bottle to Pasha. Get his refill. See ya.
He's out of there. Oh, it's hard to keep up with everything that's happening there. Another kill that happens in the top lane. Eclipse used. And
yeah, I don't blame you. I missed that one too, but Eclipse is down. Ramsey's most likely going to be sitting up here, not going to be leaving his lane until he finishes Mask of Madness. Jungle or Ancient stacks, no one's actually stacking. None of that, but bottom lane, everyone's down here. No one going to fire the arrow off.
Arrow, it's going to go in. Snako able to dodge it, take it for his team, but that just means that he's going to die as well. Dendi comes in. Is he going to be able to make anything happen at all? Looking for the Sonic Wave. It's not coming out, though. Dendi in trouble. Can he make it work? No one. Not going to die. He's bottling up to get away from him, and now Dendi likely to fall. Solo lives. And again, it's all gone wrong for NaVi.
Oh, man. And no one is going to find...
Oh, no. Oh, no.
The prize is mine.
He's going to be so happy. Oh no, Solo, why did you take that? They both could have just bottled up. He's going to head back.
Yeah, well,
okay, they get Ramses at least.
Yeah, that's a big kill. They need to find something here, that's for damn sure, because it's 4-14. What does this mean for, like, the rest of this game, too? Like,
bottom lane.
Is Crystallized gone also? Yeah, the roll in.
Oh, goodness.
They found the stun. They found the kill. Is this the type of lineup that's capable of, like, snowballing and just sort of finishing the game at a decent time for VP? How do they take advantage of this lead that they built?
I think so. The thing about this lineup is that they're extremely snowbally because of the fact that, like, the Puck, the SD, as well as the Earth Spirit can basically sit on these side lanes. Like, you just push out the lanes with your cores as well as Puck, and then you just hide on the side lanes and make it so that your opponents are going to be really, really scared of actually moving out to get some farm. And by doing so, you're not going to be able to catch up in terms of farming. Like, it forces NaVi to make some kind of aggressive move, and you can basically punish that.
Well, for NaVi, at least, they took a tier 1 tower. Like you said, though, eventually they're going to be punished in these side lanes, but they're trying to move in towards mid. They find themselves a jump. Dendi in trouble and going to die yet again. And now the Earth Spirit is ahead of all of the other cores, and they have the coil, they have the silence. The follow-up is going to be there. Lil walking forward. He's actually silenced as well, but I don't know if it's going to end up mattering. Snako, he's fallen low, and Lil just going to roll out of there. And now he's only behind the Enchantress as far as net worth is concerned. Solo? Maybe in trouble? He already used Disruption. But now Ramses hits hard with the Lucent Beam. And the roll forward from far away. It connects. The long range stun. The Eclipse isn't going to be enough. They're trying to find the kill onto General and not going to be able to get him. Good play by General to fog that one out.
Yeah, great play from General.
Somebody needs to.
I'd like to point out that it's currently 10 minutes and 30 seconds into the game. No one is 8-0-3. That's like unheard of.
Yeah, this guy's pretty good at Dota.
And they're gonna keep up the pressure. Another smoke coming out. Let's see if they are able to find anything here. They just want to ruin Dendi, it feels like.
He's 0-4.
Lil's gonna initiate.
There it is, the opening. They get the banishment.
Oh.
Arrow's gonna follow through. They get the stun. They got the damage. No! Good silence there. Roger saving the day, and now the Gust as well. Is this the beginning of the ruination, the turnaround that NaVi needed? 5 heroes in the mid lane. Everybody sit behind Dendi.
Oh, that was... I feel like that was a bit of a miscommunication. Lil hits the, basically the perfect initiation, and then following it up with a disruption just to ensure the arrow wasn't really worth it, I feel. I think, like, just having the stun and the silence was more than what they needed. You know, you just drop your whole combo and then purge him.
Oh no.
The kill. Oh,
4-person magnetize. Do they have any follow-up though? Puck. Oh, he had Dream Coil. Just a little bit late. That would have been tremendous.
I think he knew about the Dream Coil, but I don't think they wanted to fight against that because the entire team is standing together, and Enchantress has a max level heal. They probably didn't want to risk it.
Okay.
Especially because there's no Eclipse for them right now.
Yeah.
That's probably the biggest reason.
Play it safe. Wait until your ultis are all off cooldown. Ramsey still has a ton of room to grow here. Is going to be able to get into that next talent if he wants, or he can max out Glaive, so that way he's got the 6 bounces instead of 3. And while I'm talking again, a kill on a Night Stalker during nighttime. Feels bad.
Feels bad. Crystallize forced to TP to the bottom lane. Doesn't feel safe here.
Yeah. And Soneko just going to try and get down some warding. Although, yeah, the Lil isn't going to run into him there. So NaVi, you know, they've still got these like 4 heroes that are around the same net worth. The problem is that Virtus.pro's cores are just so much more potent than them right now.
Well, they have to do something. They feel like they're kind of forced to make, or to just take these like really risky farming patterns right now, especially with a Blink Dagger Puck moving around and not showing himself. It's very scary to move around right now.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Spooky. And it's not supposed to be like this for a Night Stalker. God, if they could kill no one at some point, this would be really, really good for them. But no one retreating back to the ward, realizes that Roger's in the area. Void not going to be there in time. And, well, more room for Dendi to farm. He needs to catch up.
Trying to catch up General right now. But they're going to find his wild kid, so that's going to be the end of it. General TP'd out. That sentry just doesn't catch the observer. But it does run out anyways.
Yeah. Okay. So, NaVi now. You have a good amount... Oh, Crystallize. A little bit of miscommunication about it there. And now they're moving in towards mid. They have 2 heroes that aren't covered in the smoke. Soneko looking for an opening.
Oh, they're right on the ward.
All right. Moonlight Shadow, do they have any sentries to lay down? I'm not seeing any. They lay down 1 right there as well. Soneko's over there to the side, but they have to play around the sentry so carefully here. Solo walks into the pit. Is he going to be found? They're up there underneath the cover. They drop the ulti down. They get the silence now down as well. Trying to kill 1. But Pasha able to turn it. The Dream Coil. It's on to 3 of them. Crystallize, the only one that's not caught in it. They do blow up low, but there's going to be the Eclipse as well. Dendi gets inside of the pit. This is working out okay right now for NaVi. If they can kill off Pasha, it'd be tremendous. A triple kill for General. And that is exactly what they needed. The arrow's going to connect on the Soneko, but it doesn't finish him off. Live on 8 HP.
Oh, what a great team fight for NaVi. And this is exactly what I mean. You know, even though they're so far ahead, when they're all grouped up like that, and Enchantress has a max level heal, it's a lot of healing. Yeah. And sometimes it makes it a little hard for them to burst them down, especially since a couple of the initial abilities war miss from the Virtus.pro side. So, well done by NaVi, kind of closing up the gap a bit. And I think without the Eclipse as well, they kind of have bought themselves a bit of time to catch up in terms of farm.
People, I think I underestimate how good that heal is. It's 110 heals per second, or 100 heals per second. Silence onto 2. Is Pasha in trouble though? They have the silence. He's gonna end up getting ran down. Pasha's just dead. The feed train is in full effect right now. NaVi fighting back in game number 2.
That just happened. Caution, I'm not going to be too happy with that. I think they realize what's happening here. They don't want to give up this Roshan. This is going to be deja vu from last game.
Arrow goes in, misses everybody. But with Solo here, he only has 1 point in Shadow Poison. Are they going to be able to find him? The walk forward.
If they swap no one, that would be huge.
They need to find that kill. But it's daytime now. Darkness, 40-second cooldown. 4 minutes until night. Arrow. Misses. It hits onto Roshan. No one playing like he doesn't realize they're there, but he should have an inkling. It's just so hard to jump into this. Moonlight Shadow, Crystallized, running away yet again. Smoke about to wear off. VP maybe going to be looking for an opening here onto Dendi, but they don't realize everybody else is there. Now they see him. General walking forward. He got the heal off, though. Is it going to be enough to save his life? I think it might just be. And in fact, they turn it back around. They've caught themselves Pasha yet again. He goes down. They swap back in Solo. NaVi and General in particular getting that heal off.
I think even if he didn't get the heal off, they were in a really good spot to take that fight. I mean, he's got level 4 untouchable, and he's got a Hood of Defiance. How are you going to kill him?
Yeah.
So NaVi just doing a great job in baiting General right now. There's like absolutely no way they're going to be able to kill him off. And Ramsey, he's back, but I think it's a little too late. I think they realize they just can't stop this Roshan. And I'm starting to get flashbacks from the last game.
I mean, how similar is this to that game? Because last game it was an anti-mage who felt like he couldn't fight at all. Luna does have some team fighting capabilities. Will she be online enough in time to defend high ground if it comes to that for NaVi? I mean, it's still a 4,000 gold lead for Virtus.pro.
I think it's a little different this time because the Aegis carrier isn't quite as crazy, I guess is the best way to put it. Like Queen of Pain, she's good, but she's not a Storm, right? When Dendi got the Aegis last game, he had Kaya Bloodstone at this point. Right now, he's just got a Yule Scepter. It's not as threatening. So they're going to be able to buy themselves enough time for Ramses to basically pick up a Manta, and then I'll assume that he's going to be picking up either a BKB or something a little greedier like Butterfly, maybe.
Okay. Get big, large, and in charge for the Luna. It's definitely the goal. And, I mean, 2 points in Eclipse. They do throw out a nice little jaunt away. Puck almost dying there, but was able to get the blink out.
He's just kind of scaring him. It's just a Drow by himself, so...
Yeah.
Even if he got the Gust, yeah, he's not going to be in trouble. BKB is going to be the next item of choice for Crystallize.
I mean, that to me feels like an end the game item. He doesn't have to be by any means, but at the very least, it's something that allows them to take fights better and better.
Yeah, I think that's actually just, you know, the idea. That, you know how I mentioned, like, you need to keep a balance, right?
Yeah.
This is the item that he's going to need in order to maintain that balance. Because if he doesn't build an item like this, I mean, it only takes a moment for him to die, so...
Yeah. We also have the Lunar Blessing talent. Luna is not with them. No one ends up going down to Dendi in the top lane while they were taking the tower mid. That is a huge kill.
747 gold going towards Dendi's way. What did he just... Oh, he's going to go for the Veil. So he completes the Veil with that one kill.
That's huge. Helps out the rest of his team, and now NaVi in this position to maybe find another one. Lil is up here. Roger spots him. Maybe too hard to go on him here. Good positioning by Lil. But looking to try and push for a tier 2 tower in the mid lane. They have a creep wave as well.
Well, without no one, they feel a little scared to push this or to defend this. They might go for a play after they back up. They might be waiting for them to back up, I feel. I mean, they might smoke.
It's very telling that even though they just got that big kill onto no one, it's still like such a substantial lead for Virtus.pro. How far ahead they were in the early stages of the game. But the experience is starting to turn back towards NaVi's way. Might get into the next round of talents.
Ramses, he's Gonna go for the Hurricane Pike next.
Okay.
So, not a bad item choice. Gonna give him a bit of damage, mobility, some extra range. Overall, very solid item.
All he wants to do is farm right now. That's his life. But
yeah, they don't want to fight into the Aegis.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They don't want to fight into the Aegis, nor do they want to 5-man to counteract what NaVi are doing right now. So, just a lot of splitting up right now, pushing out the lanes.
Roger.
NaVi are the ones who want to take the fight.
Oh God, Pasha gets the Yule Scepter lift up. There's going to be the silence from Lil as well, though. Now they can look for the follow-up after the jaunt. Ramses is there as well. They get the stun, doesn't connect. They have the Eclipse already out, though. Is it going to be enough damage? Yule Scepter, Roger ends up falling. The arrow, it did connect, and now Lil in trouble. They blow up the Aegis. That's one round. Swap away Seneko. He's going to end up dying. There's just so much damage coming in. That Lunar Blessing talent, as well as just all of the illusions in the world. Blowing them up to hell.
Yep. And with that, they're going to call off the charge. What a world of difference it makes when you're not focusing the Enchantress.
Yeah. Really, though.
I think they kind of realize, like, okay, let's just ignore this Enchantress. We need to just kill everyone else. God, those illusions. Disruption and Manta illusions. There were just so many glaives bouncing everywhere. It's so hard for them to get into that team fight.
Yeah. Luna really is just like a tank. When you're in the right position to begin, she can just blow you the hell up. And it's not going to get a whole lot easier. I guess that, like, with BKBs coming out on Crystallize, and Dendi also has one queued up right now, it means that they're going to be able to, like, jump away from the glaives, but a lot of that damage was physical.
Yeah. The BKB is definitely going to be extremely useful in helping them deal with the Earth Spirit as well as the Puck. Like, these silences are too much for you to deal with. If you don't handle them, then you're pretty much just going to feed in the team fight. So they do have to deal with that. But like you said, Luna, reaching that point where BKBs might not be enough to save you. It's really difficult for him to run into these team fights right now because Luna glaives are bouncing everywhere and Luna is doing like 250 damage right now.
This is kind of cool, though. Get the takeover of the illusions with the Enchantress. Enchant, not bad. But yeah, I'll completely agree with you. Luna is a monster. 14,000 net worth lead right now for Ramses, or rather, that's what he has in the bank. And taking out these ancient stacks, it's only going to be further accentuated. He is so far ahead. How did Ramses get this farmed?
The Luna. So, okay, Hurricane Pike is now done. I actually think, like, at this point, he might not even need to go for his BKB. He can basically go for even more fighting items. I think we've seen Scotty Lunas before. I think that's not a bad choice. Butterfly is still a very good choice as well. Basically any stat item is going to be great here. Yeah, since they're making use of the SD as well.
Again, I do like the Enchantress taking over the illusions. It feels like that's definitely necessary for them to hold it back a little bit, but if nothing else, you're getting the extra blessing onto your teammate, too. So the double aura strat working out, because then they'll have, what, Vengeance Aura, Drow Aura, and Luna Aura all in their team.
Oh, that's a good point. It's actually some ridiculous damage if you think about it.
Yeah.
All right, Dire Scan. They find Dendi here. Dendi might be in a bit of trouble. He's going to get jumped.
Arrow. They have another Yule Scepter. Oh, he didn't use his Yules. Okay, well, Dendi's dead. I don't know if he just couldn't or what, but Solo. It's going to be a kill into Solo as well. And now the roll in.
That was close.
Pasha jumping forward. He's found himself Roger. But Roger just going to try and run away from this. Glimmer Cape to stay alive, and he does also have Hunter in the Night. He should be okay.
While all this is happening, Ramsey is going to keep on the pressure, pushing in this bottom lane, just building up his massive net worth lead.
Yeah. So how do you deal with this guy? What's like the play to blow him up? Is like how do you deal with the Luna that's farmed with the NaVi heroes?
I think they definitely do have the damage. Like he's really strong, right? And he's really tanky, but between all the Navi heroes and just a couple of right clicks, like there's enough nukes. You know, you have the Void, you have the whole Queen of Pain combo, Magic Missile to some extent, and just a couple of right clicks. I mean, you can definitely take him down.
Right.
The problem is that's just the Luna that you're talking about, right? I mean, the Mirana is very strong right now too. You got the Manta Style, the Maelstrom, as well as the massive leap attack speed bonus that he gets.
Right. Oh, chasing. Ramses looking for an opening. Who does he find? Looks like nobody as of yet. We'll see if Navi's spidey senses are tingling as the Luna is chasing. Seneko found him. Time to run away. Blink away for Dendi, and Seneko Magic Missile. Manta dodge.
Dodges it.
And, well, see you later.
Great place from Ramsey. Right now, what they're just trying to do is just make this Luna enormous. Oh, Pasha gets
good blink away from him.
That's going to be the end of it. Yeah, they're just trying to build up this Luna without committing too much and then waiting for the Roshan. I think once the Aegis comes into play, they're just going to force the issue.
Roger walks forward. They missed the silence, though.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And Navi looking to pick away at various people, but it's not happening. Are they going to make this move? There's really good vision in this area. VP see this entire movement down here. And in fact, if they're not careful, they might get ran at. No one already popped Moonlight Shadow, but they're not going to go for it yet. Probably a good decision. There are sentry wards in the area.
Yeah, they're just waiting for Roshan, and they see Roshan is up now. This might be what they were waiting for. 10,000 gold lead now.
Yeah. Well, arrow goes. Roger did have vision of Roche as well, so they're going to probably start to move over here also. They, I think, see Roger. Yeah, they saw him right here as well. Good ward up on the high ground. They take over the Luna. Arrow not going to connect. But it's now nighttime yet again. Silence off the mark. Crystallized not able to hit it onto the puck. And we keep on playing this sort of back and forth game. Crystallized in trouble. He does have his BKB though, but they end up popping the ulti. There's the swap away, and now in trouble. No one. They're gonna end up finding the silence as well. And Ramses, he pops the Manta Style right away. Little is there as well. They get the Force Staff, trying to keep Dendi alive. Still taking so much damage, but he pops his BKB as well. Eclipse is used, and they haven't found a kill onto any of these heroes. Maybe a chance here.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Jeez, all of these abilities cast and not a single person going down. I think that definitely favors Navi, though. They didn't really commit much at all. They just committed a swap, and like that's about it. Virtus.pro fighting without Eclipse now, a little scary.
Yeah, they held on to Sonic Wave that time as well. So they'll have that for the next round. Arrow going to help them out with their Siege of Roshan. Disrupting the Luna, sending in the illusions. We've seen this story before. General going to take one over now.
It's crazy how much pressure Navi are able to put on against VP, despite being down 11,000 gold.
I know. It's nuts. Seneko, though, they're moving forward. They want to try and take this fight. Ward down, swap back into one,
Roger?
but Dreamcoil able to turn this back around. Roger able to get the last hit on the Aegis, but still Ramses was able to pick up the Aegis. And now the minus armor, it's onto all of these heroes, but Dendi, he's dead. No buyback, 60 seconds. And this is where they're going to be able to take advantage. Crystallized has to get out of here. All these heroes need to escape. General trying to run away, but they're fully body blocking him in. General nowhere left to run, and he ends up going down. So they did get the Roshan kill, but it was still Ramses that got the Aegis, and he hangs on to it. This could be Elena Rax.
Yeah, only a buyback on the Enchantress. I mean, this Luna is basically finished the butterfly now too, so this is extremely scary right now for Navi.
And, well, there's going to be a stun going through. General taking some damage. Pasha to follow. They have the silence onto these heroes. Do VP want to stick around? Navi was able to force them back.
You're kind of low on mana, but if Navi pursuit, then they can easily turn this fight around.
Oh yeah. Okay, so 30 minutes in, it's a 17,000 net worth lead for VP.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna stop here either. I think like once everyone heals up and Ramsey picks up his butterfly.
No one. Manta trying to get away, stun. It connects onto one. Can they find any more though? This is a decent way to start this fight. Arrow able to barely dodge that one by Roger.
They just need to get out. They need to make sure to wait for Ramses, because Ramses just committed the TP. Uh-oh, solo.
Force staffed away. It's a long duration silence. They haven't quite caught up to him, but they should be able to here. Silence is there. And he's gone. But while this is happening, Ramsey's getting into position to take these barracks, and he will take it very rapidly.
He is just in their base right now.
Look at this. This tower is gone.
Oh my goodness. Navi.
All right. Yeah, this is a problem.
Oh, they're busy fighting right now.
This is a problem, guys. Guys, Ramses, he hits pretty hard. Oh God. Crystallized did find the kill onto no one, but they lost the whole lane of barracks.
He just finished his butterfly. He's already got 3,500 gold.
Yeah. He is quite the hero. I mean, they got 2, but it came at the cost of a lane of racks.
And they still have Aegis, so once no one is back up, it's just go time once again. He's 3,500 gold. He can still sell his Ring of Aquila as well, so we're looking at another item very shortly. I'm gonna have to assume that Scotty is going to be the next item. I don't even think he's gonna go for the BKB anymore. Oh, and this is the perfect time as well. Double damage. He's gonna wait for it. No, he's just gonna take it. Oh, he's gonna farm with it then.
Okay. I mean, no one's still a little ways away. BKB.
He buys the BKB. Okay, he's gonna buy BKB.
It's probably safer play. He also went to 10 to all stats. Do they actually try and do anything with the DD rune? You can tell he wants to. They just like, I want to go in. He has the Aegis. Let the guy have some fun. Hitting for 500 damage a glaive. Show me what you got. Pops a Mask of Madness. He's trying to. Oh, and God, look Roger. At the damage under all of them. Oh, Navi. They are not able to stand up to this. Geez. The DD does wear off. But the tower is down to about a 1/3 HP as Ramses daring anybody to come at him. And, well, he ends up burning through the Aegis. The tower is down.
He's got
now
the
time to go
now.
again. Is this going to end up working? Pops the BKB, just dealing all the damage in the world. Look at them all fall. The glaives, they never stood a chance. All right, well, that's one down. Can they find another barracks? Can they find the game? Sonic Wave is there. They swap back in Ramses. If they can find this kill, it would be tremendous. But it's not going to happen. 4 are dead. They have a buyback onto Crystallize, but it was never going to be enough. These barracks are falling, and GG is called. Ramses is a monster and a half. That guy certainly got his 10K for a reason.
God, this Luna did so much work this game. Still, that was a really good fight from Navi in the early game. They were down pretty much the entire time, but they still managed to take some great team fights here and there. But at the end of the day, this Luna just too much for them to deal with. It's like no one played such an insane game, but
yeah,
it's like so hard to see his late game impact when you just look at how insane Ramses Luna was.
Well, in a way, you see his early game impact by how insane Ramses was, because they just never allowed Dendi to get off the ground at all. He started 0-4. No one solo. I still can't get over, like, I have seen so many of these matchups where Mirana just gets destroyed by a Queen of Pain, because you can just dagger him over and over and over again. You can't leap away, no disjoint there. And so for Mirana to be able to solo kill a Queen of Pain who had a Drow Ranger aura, no one is just a player, man. He is so good.
That guy is, I mean, insane. You look at the some of the interviews. Like, I don't remember if you remember that Matumba Man interview where they were talking about how the team was like, oh man, we got to play VP again. He's like, Miracle would be asking Matumba Man, please, Matumba Man, you play mid, I play carry. I don't want to lane against him.
Well, we'll have to see what happens in game number 3. But we have a series that's 1-1, 1 game apiece. thoughts going into the next one? Do we see something completely different?
Since NaVi ended up losing with their same opening, I think they might be making some adjustments there. As far as that goes, I don't really know too much. Virtus.pro is just going to be doing their same thing. I think they're just going to play very aggressively, but with different heroes, so that they kind of throw NaVi off guard.
Okay.
If anything, NaVi might want to look to protect Neddy a bit more, although it's a little hard to say because they couldn't protect anyone at all.
Right.
Like every lane was so pressured this game, so maybe looking a little more towards just having a more solid laning phase.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens if they're able to solve their early game woes, if they can protect Dendy a little bit more, and we'll be back in a little bit. Game number 3, right around the corner, of course, is a best of 5, so it's not a decider, but it does decide a few things as we're getting closer and closer to the end to figure out who it is that's going to be going to LA. The Summit 8 CIS Qualifier is continuing right after this.